got a member of Sky Lighthouse. Thanks for coming by.
Hey, thank you for inviting me.
You are very welcome. Thanks for coming by. And then I love the hair. It's giving Weird Al vibes. Is this all natural?
Yeah, it is all natural. I used to strain it in high school, back in high school. So I used to be like one of those kids with straight hair, like on the side. But one day I was like, oh, just not gonna do anything anymore, and this is it.
It looks good. I have naturally curly hair and I straighten it because mine's not as cool as yours. It's like wavy, half curly. I don't know. It's a whole thing. So, and you're in Florida, so that's humid. You might need to rock the curls. What's the weather like in Florida right now?
Oh, it is pretty hot. We're like maybe 98 in the 90s every single day. It's super hot.
Ugh. Ugh.
Humid.
Have you come across an alligator?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, all the time. Like I'm driving and I don't know where you see it like in the middle of the road and you just like whoop go around it.
I have never outside of a zoo seen an alligator. I'm in California. We just don't. Are you scared? Are you threatened by them?
Not really. I mean, like the ones that you see like out on the street or lakes, they're not that big. So I'm kind of used to it now. But yeah, there's sometimes I've seen people sharing videos of like ginormous alligators. Those ones, no, I wouldn't like to see them in person. But no, I guess I'm used to it now.
Dang, even a small alligator, I'm cool. I don't want to come across it. So, and what's your accent? Where are you from?
Well, I was born in Colombia. So that's why I have like a little accent, but I've lived most of my life here in the US.
Wait, have you ever like known someone to move bricks to be moving blow from Colombia to the US?
If I ever met somebody that moved, is that
Eh,
what you asked?
That moved like cocaine from Colombia to the US.
Pablo Escobar, the only one.
That's it. Yeah, he's one. I love. Have you seen the movie Blow?
Yeah, I think I've seen parts of it. Yeah.
Oh, you got to finish that whole movie because they fly into Colombia, South America and Mexico, and it's
Is it
just such a
the
great
one?
movie.
Is the one with Tom Cruise?
No, with Johnny Depp
Oh,
and Penelope Cruz.
okay. Yeah, I thought you were talking about one with Tom Cruise that he's like a pilot. I don't know if you've
I don't
seen.
know if I've seen that. I've seen Leonardo DiCaprio Catch Me If You Can, where he
Oh
pretends
yeah,
he's a pilot. That's
yeah, that one
crazy.
is amazing.
Yeah. Okay. So sorry. I wanted to talk to you and say hi. So tell me about Sky Lighthouse, when it got started and info about it.
Well, Sky Lighthouse, actually started Sky Lighthouse, start releasing music in 2019. But I've been working on music my whole life since I remember, since I was a little kid, and my parents were able to buy me my first guitar. I just haven't stopped making sounds, making music, and I just started releasing music on late 2019. So officially, when we started, like right before the pandemic.
Oh
So
no.
so we're like share our first music video. People start getting some attention, and then the pandemic came. So it's like so yeah, it actually gave us an opportunity to stay more like in the studio and just keep creating.
Maybe write more. Yeah, and redirect yourself. When did you kind of start playing more post pandemic? What year did you guys do some more live shows?
I would say 2023.
Okay.
2023, I would say more when people were like feeling a little bit better, to gather again and big crowds and because shows is like big a lot of people in one little room. Sometimes you don't even have
Yeah.
space, so it was difficult. But yeah, little by little, and hopefully next year we're actually gonna hit the road here in the U.S. and hopefully South America too.
Nice. What's like the big festival out in Florida?
Rockville.
Okay. Okay. Have you guys done Rockville or gone to it?
No, not yet. We were planning on do actually participate this year and even Warp Tour, but for some reasons we have to cancel. But we were gonna play Warp Tour this year, but because it's also coming to Florida. So, but for some reason, something personal, we had to just cancel everything for now.
Dude, I understand. I love Warp Tour. I worked it in 2010, so I planned on going to the Long Beach state. There's, Florida, DC, and Southern California. And life, when we've got real jobs and we're trying to do our hobby too, it's hard to juggle it all sometimes.
Hmm.
Can I
Yeah.
ask you fun random questions?
Go ahead.
Okay. What is your favorite concert that you have attended?
My favorite concert, I would say, Bullet for My Valentine's.
Oh, okay. You
That
like
one,
kind of emo, darker stuff?
yeah. I don't know. I think they did so many like surprising, like a lot of surprise on their songs. Like they were playing a song and you're waiting for like the chorus, and out of nowhere they just stop, and then everybody's like in shock, like what's happening. So everybody thought like oh, something's happening with the sound or something. Then I don't know where they just come back and they just keep doing like random things during the show, and I was like, whoa, that's like I love that. That to even though I know the song, just if they add something different like at the end or just an extra verse or something like that, like you're like, oh, this is the first time I hear this song that like this specific way. And yeah, the lighting, everything was really good, and they sound amazing live. So I would say Bullet for My Valentine.
A good performance. Did you hear My Chemical Romance is going to headline three big festivals next year?
Yeah,
What do you think of them?
I love them. Since high school, I think they're pretty cool. I grew up listening to them, and I will say they're a big inspiration for emo music, metal music. We all got some inspiration through them.
Yeah, I like them. I'm not feeling the headliner vibe. Not like I don't like them. I've seen them live. I think they're pretty good.
Yeah,
I like In This Moment, Motionless and White,
yeah,
Manson, maybe a little bit grungy or gothic kind of
yeah.
vibes. Okay, do you have a pet peeve?
Oh, what?
A pet peeve. So something that kind of irks you that makes you cringe and makes you a little bit bummed when somebody does.
Huh. Let me see. Can
Mine
you
is
give
when
me?
people are late, like when they're wasting your
Oh,
time.
I got you.
Yeah.
I will say now that you mentioned that, I will say maybe the same. I'm always on time on everything, and I hate when people are late. I'm actually always like 10 minutes before whatever meeting I have, or even, 15 or 20. I feel like if somebody shows up right on time, I feel like that's being late. I don't know. But I will say
I
so.
love it. You were early on my podcast and I jumped on a little early and I am completely on board. I'm usually the same for me is 10 minutes early is on time is late. It's what I teach my
Yeah,
kids too.
exactly.
I like to and I show up. If I don't show up, I'm in the hospital. I say like something's wrong.
Yeah.
Um do you have a wild hookup story that you'd want to share?
A wild hookup story. Let me think about it. Mm, I don't know. I would say I don't even. I mean, I have some, but I'm not sure if I want to like let
Yeah.
everybody know.
Do you have
But
like a fan that's kind of slid into the DMs or ran up to you and wanted to hang out with you?
oh yeah, multiple times. But I try to just to keep, like keep it more professional with my band and just like say hi, but nothing like up in the public. I don't really like to like a private, like of course I get invited to like private hotels or things like that, but I'm like, oh no, it's fine. We can meet like, in a more open space or something like that.
Yeah, I think I'm just starting to date fans just this last year and I'm kind of loving it because
Um,
they already know everything about you.
true.
They're on board. And I was kind of against it when I was younger, but
Uh,
now I'm checking the DMs and I'm like, hey, if they're hot, I'll take the date. So I don't know.
yeah.
What made you get into music?
I would say, I don't know, since I was a little kid, um, my mom, she's a metalhead. So since I was a little kid, she always played like music around the house, and even when like everything that I did when I was a kid, there was always a metal song playing in the background, and I don't know, I just like the feeling of it, like when it makes me like kind of like finish what I'm doing better, and it motivates me at the same time. So I love that. I thought that was really cool that just by playing music in the background, it motivated me to like get things done or give me energy. So that just caught my attention. So I felt like trying to, I don't know, I just decided to kind of like figure it out how to make sounds like that. And it just caught my attention, like everything about music. So it's just the feeling, I would say, the feeling that I always get since I was a little kid, listening to music. And I just wanted to create, be able to discover how to create that feeling and also share with the rest of the world. So I don't know, I would say that could be it.
That's really sweet. You're close with your mom.
Yeah.
Is she into music at all today?
No, I'm actually, out of my family, me and my brother, we're the only ones that make music. But she's a metalhead, like I said. She's the one that introduced me to like Marilyn Manson, Linkin Park, Limp Bizkit, Korn, because yeah, and she's the one that basically showed me this genre, and I was like, I just fell in love. I just fell in love with metal, and it
She's
was
a
because
cool mom.
yeah, she is. But
Yeah,
she doesn't look like a metalhead. Like if you see her, you just see like an average looking lady. But yeah, she's a metalhead.
I like it. I like her. Me too. I'm raising my kids on metal, so
Oh
I'm
yeah,
on
that's the
board.
best. And she's like one more thing. She's like on my music videos. She's the one that always helped me, like to come up with ideas. She's like, oh, you got to add more blood. You got to add more blood. Like my last music video, actually one that I'm about to release is super bloody, and she still believed that I should keep adding even more blood.
Your
So
mom wants your music videos gory.
yeah, basically.
I like that. She's cool.
Yeah,
Okay. She's really cool. Okay, what is your favorite food dish?
I love lasagna.
Oh, do you cook?
Kind of.
Yeah,
Kind of. I'd rather go to a restaurant.
me too. I'd
It
rather get it to
tastes better.
go. Yeah. Or like put something in the oven that I could heat up in the oven. If you're in a relationship, it's fun to cook with your partner, but I feel like when you're single, it's a lot of work to cook and then do all the dishes.
Yeah.
It's too much. Um, do you like musicals?
Oh yeah. Yeah, musicals are pretty good. I actually, when in high school, I actually was in the choir, and my brother, he was in drama. So yeah, we were like kind of like in that world.
Are you guys gay?
Oh no, no, no.
That's hot. You guys got into drama and music and made it out into chicks.
Well,
You
well,
know?
when the reason why I joined the choir, it was because I wanted to learn how to sing.
Yeah.
So that was like, well, that's kind of like a good way to like learn, even though it's like not what I want to do, but I can like get something out of it. And
Yeah.
my youngest brother, I don't know, I don't even know where he got it from. I have no idea. I think there was like a girl that he liked or something. Or he's like, I'm just want to be next to her. So that's the reason. But yeah, no.
I feel like there's always someone is in love or has a crush, and that will influence your choices, especially when you're young.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, do you think video games can influence young kids, especially first shooter person games? Do you think they're kind of dangerous for kids or no big deal?
I'll say a little bit, because nowadays, I mean, every single game. Well, not every single game, but most games, they're pretty bloody, and you can do whatever you want. So, like, literally, you can just like GTA. When I was a little kid, like, my parents were surprised because I was like, I can just go and kill a random person and just make really bad decisions. So I'm
Yeah.
fine after playing it, but games are getting more and more realistic. So
Yeah.
so now today's games, they look so real that it kind of feels like like they're doing it, kind of like doing it in real life inside the screen or something. But yeah, it could affect a little bit, but it can also help, depending on the game, I would say, to help like somebody to like go through something, or just like distract their heads, or whatever. So it could go either way.
I played Grand Theft Auto. I
Yeah.
think the first one came out when I was in middle school, but I have yet to steal a car and rob a business or anything. So have you taken your video game skills into the real life?
Like if I've done what I
Have you
did.
taken a car? Yeah, have you ever
Oh
stolen?
no, nothing like that.
You haven't committed grand theft. Okay. That's
No, no.
good. Okay, Florida, why is it always in the news?
I don't know. I guess there's always going on here, like related with like weather, or we also have like a lot of people here from different places. Like recently, we got a lot of people from New York, even at California. A lot of Californians, New Yorkers, all moving here, and I don't know. There's always something going on, like in a way, like with the weather, or just I
I
don't
mean,
know,
the
just
people too, though. The people are batshit, and there's so many crazy headlines of Florida people.
uh,
It's wild. Um, do you ever have a state that you want to visit and get out to?
Texas.
Okay.
I don't know why Texas. I think Texas looks cool.
I lived in Austin and it was really cool. And it's in the South, so the weather shouldn't be an issue for you.
Yeah, exactly.
It was an issue for me because I like mild
Uh huh.
weather in California.
Yeah, I've been in. I actually went to California last year. Actually, like a year ago, exactly like this week, a year ago.
What'd you
And
think?
so what?
What'd you think of it?
I like it. I like California. The traffic is like really bad. Like LA, it's like the traffic is
Yeah.
like holy cow. I was like supposed to meet a friend, and it says on my GPS like 20 minutes away, and then it took me like almost 2 hours to get there. I was like, what the hell? It says 20.
Yes.
So I checked the day like at night, like I don't know, like 12 or something. Like, all right, so we're meeting this girl tomorrow. He says we're only 20 minutes away. So when we got up and we started driving, it took us like 2 hours to get there. So yeah, the
Yeah.
traffic is really bad. I don't know. I don't see that here in Orlando.
See, I love Sacramento. I'm up in Northern California and there's no traffic. You
Okay.
know, it's small, but I liked LA. It was fun. There's lots of opportunity, but the traffic, especially a big earthquake's coming. There's a lot of
Oh yeah.
pretentious people. When you meet someone, they usually want to know what do you do, who you know, very name droppy.
Yeah.
Um, do you think college is necessary?
No, honestly, no. I don't think college is necessary. I mean, I will say depends. If you're gonna become a doctor, you definitely gotta go to college
Yeah.
and like a lawyer or something like that. But if what you're asking is like to be successful in life or something like that, no, I don't think so because my parents are like a really good example of they didn't finish high school. They drop out of high school and they're doing extremely good, and they have taught me like, listen, you just set your goal, keep going. You're gonna maybe not get there in a year, 2 years, 3 years, but if you just keep going, you make it. And I've seen it through them. They start from nothing and now they have like an empire. So it's really cool.
I love it. I agree. I think school can be a structured zone where it's not good for everybody, not a one size fits all situation. And everyone's so different and creative. You know, you're
Hmm.
going to find out what you're good at later. And it might not be sitting for 6 hours a day doing seven different subjects and then
Exactly.
going off to college.
And also, if you want to get to, because for example, I try to go to college for music theory. So I was like, all right, I just like I said, my whole high school and when it was time for college, everything was related with music. So I try to go to college for like music theory, and they're like, okay, but first you got to take 2 years of math, English, a bunch of classes, and also it was about to be like it was gonna be like 100,000. I was like, oh no, I feel like I'm just gonna waste my time. So I figure it out, with the internet and just watching even YouTube tutorials. I was able to figure it out how to, make music, compose music, record music, and now, like for example, I have my own music studio and I record for other bands. And people that actually went to like college for that, like Full Sail, there's an university called Full Sail. They call me and they're like, hey, dude, how do you mix this song like that? How do you make the kick sound so punchy and things like that? And I'm like, they're the ones calling me. So yeah, if you can definitely like just figure it out on your own, and with today,
Yeah. Good for you. I think hands-on experience is much more valuable than just sitting in a class. And usually
Mhm.
people that can do it are out doing it. They're not taking a class on it, kind of
Exactly.
thing. Um, do you think they partied more in the 1980s or now?
1980s. I will say what I see in the 1980s, they actually party. Now they party, but people are even if you're in the middle of a party, you see people like on their phone, so they're like not really there. In the 80s, everybody was there. Everybody was paying attention to what was happening, so everybody was aware. Now, you just go and kind of like, oh, let me just, like for Snapchat or Instagram, and they're more focused on, oh, look at what people are saying about this post instead of actually enjoying the room, the party, the environment. You know what I mean? So I feel
I
like they
agree.
more back there.
Yeah, I would be fine with going to a party where they confiscate your cell phone and they all
Yeah,
collect them. I think we'd be much more present in the
exactly.
moment,
Uh-huh.
engaged. I know I've been on my phone too much this last year being single. I feel like I replaced a relationship with my phone that I need to settle down with somebody and get off of my phone. It's addicting.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
So tell us the rest of 2025, the beginning of next year, 2026. What are goals for Sky Lighthouse that you want to achieve or that are coming up?
So right now we're about to drop an album. So hopefully, I will say no. Hopefully, it's gonna come out next month. And right after that, we're just gonna start booking and hopefully go on tour next year and just do as many festivals and as many cities. So I would say that that's the goal. Just release the album this year, and then next year just focus on live shows.
Awesome. You guys got to make it up to Sacramento and get on DWP festivals. Those are the big guys. We got Aftershock next week up here in Sacramento, that's like our Super Bowl in Northern California. So we're really excited about that. But if you're ever in town, let me know. And thank you so much for coming by Steph's Rock Show.
Hey, thank you for inviting me.